Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pint Bros. I'm your host Robert, and on a continuous journey of visiting every brewery in Southern California, we're out here in the city of Upland checking out Pro Five Brewing. Let's go check them out. All right, guys, I am joined today by the owner and brewer of Pro Five Brewing, Nick. Nick, you know, your place out here is fairly new, right?
Yep, just a little over a year old.
Just had your anniversary not that long ago. What made you guys decide to open up a brewery out here in Upland?
Man, we convinced a lot of friends and family to invest in us, and we got the opportunity to find this building, and we said, well, let's move forward with opening our brewery. It was always a dream for 10 years to do so.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
Came to fruition, and here we are a year later.
You know, it's cool. I looked up, obviously, the story behind your brewery. You're building pretty much a historic building.
Yeah.
And from what it started to where you have it now is insane. I mean, you first off, you found an incredible building.
Yeah.
It has incredible bones. The location, everything about it is just awesome.
Yeah.
And you were able to get it, snatch it up, right?
Yeah, it's funny. We had original plans of opening up somewhere else in Upland, just in a small little warehouse, because like let's start small and work our way up, and so it's going to be half the size of the brew system that we have now. I went to the city and they're like, hey, if you want to move to downtown Upland, we have some grants available, because they're trying to revitalize the whole downtown, and they're doing a great job. The city's actually, they mean it when they say it, that they're trying to turn this place around, and it's already great, but all these new bars and restaurants and shops that are coming in, it's on the up and up. So I drove around after that meeting with them and saw this place is up for lease and made a phone call, and I think 3 days later we signed the paperwork on New Year's Eve.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, we lucked out with this spot, man.
Yeah, for sure. How many beers right now do you guys currently make?
Depending on what we run out of, between 14 to 16 different beers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you guys offer any seltzers or anything?
Yeah, we always try to mix it up. And so right now we're actually releasing it today. It's our blackberry lavender limoncello.
Very cool.
It is delicious. Good stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. You know, when it came down to like the way that you guys designed it, and you know, what was the involvement between, you know, you and Johnny? Were you guys both very much the one that decided every single aspect of it? I mean, this place, and you know, we spoke briefly before, it gives me the vibes of how I've always wanted my backyard to be.
Yeah.
You know, it's that kind of place where it's like, just like you, I enjoy having gatherings, parties at my place, and it's like, this is the most ideal. You could see the misters going on.
Yeah.
You know, and for a day like today, it's perfect. It's a perfect spot to be out here.
Yeah.
And it's hard to recommend that kind of stuff in other places where you don't have this kind of setup that you have.
Yep.
But I mean, you guys did such an awesome job.
Yeah. Well, again, we lucked out with this place. It was a blank canvas. We got to do a lot with it. And so I'm the sweat equity of the equation, so I was here a lot doing stuff, but it was fun and I enjoy it. It was, you know, it was a lot of hard work and having to manage a job and a family at the same time, but we have a lot of support and a lot of favors were done for this, whether it was digging trenches or, you know, actually, you know, offering us materials, things like that. So we got a lot of friends that came and helped. Awesome. We got, we offered up founders memberships. And so if you go inside on the wall, we have a lot of names and those are all people that either gave us money to help us out and get to the finish line, or they actually put in a lot of work with us. So
let's try out some of these beers.
Yeah,
in front
absolutely.
Of us. So let's start off with the first one.
So this is our Parsky Blonde Ale. Mm-hmm. It's a really nice and clean, straightforward blonde. Nothing really crazy going on about it. You get a little bit of that breadiness coming through. We do use Pilsner malt in it alongside some 2-hour malt, so you get a little bit of that honey sweetness that comes from the Pilsner malt. Yeah. We use just a little bit of hops in there to give us kind of that little citrus flavor.
It does have that vibe for sure.
Yeah, just this one is our #1 seller, but just an easy drinking blonde ale.
Very. It's good because at the same time, these are the perfect kind of beers that I always say are the ones that you could eat with, you know, you could have food, any kind of food with. Yeah. You know, because certain beers you can't have certain foods with. Yep. This one is very much, especially for the summer, pizza, burgers, all that type of stuff. Oh man, a nice cold one of these. Yeah. Yep. Sure. All right. So what do we have here for the second one?
So the second one is one of our newest styles that we came up with. Mm-hmm. It's a West Coast Pilsner. It's our 183. Mm-hmm. 183, that name comes from the amount of votes that when Upland became a city is how many votes it took to pass in order to incorporate itself.
Really? So that's really cool.
I think, incorporate, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
But at any rate, so it's a West Coast Pilsner, a very popular style right now. We went with kind of like a Czech Pilsner type base. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to get a nice like malty sweetness, but enough to support the hop load that we're putting in there. Yeah. I feel like sometimes it can be a little soapy, with just the balance between the base and the hop profile. Yeah. So this one just a little tad bit more sweetness and body to help with those hops. There's Matueka and Nelson hops that we use in this. So nice, really cool, very tropical Southern Hemisphere. 5.5%, so low on the ABV. Yeah. But just that hop flavor just kind of comes through.
Yeah, for sure. So this one's really good.
Yeah. Tough one to balance, but we figured it out.
I can imagine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is one of the favorites among other brewers that come here.
Yeah. So I really do like this. It's awesome. Ooh, and what do we got here?
And this one is the El Martillo. It's our Mexican amber lager. So the story behind this one is we got a buddy. He used to be a trainer for me at my previous company. His nickname's the Hammer. Okay. So we got a little buzzed one night, and he said, "Dude, you got to make me a Mexican lager." Yeah. I was like, "Okay, I'll do it." He's like, "But you need to name it after me." And I was like, "Okay, I'll name it after you." I forgot we had that conversation. He never forgot. So we moved forward with making it, and we brewed this one a lot. So it took a while to really get the balance. Like you would think an amber is kind of easy to make, but between balancing the sweetness from the corn that we use in it, the malty sweetness, sometimes there can be like an astringency from the darker malts that you use, but right now this is tasting amazing. This is one of my favorite beers to drink here. It's just an easy drinking Mexican amber lager.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just a nice rounded sweetness.
You could taste.
Super light. Again, only 5% alcohol.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? This one's really, it packs a good punch with flavor. You know, you got it's a good, definitely, you could taste, in the back, I could taste the corn.
Yeah.
It's extremely subtle, but it's there.
Yeah.
But it's really smooth.
Yeah.
Which I like a lot too. All right, so I am joined now with Johnny, the other owner and brewer. You're technically Nick's brother's-in-law?
Yes, literally, I think.
Yes,
so yes, literally his brother-in-law.
Yes.
He's married to my sister.
Yeah.
They have 2 beautiful kids,
cool.
my babies.
Yeah.
So yes, yeah. I don't know if you already said it, but he's the reason we even got into beer making. So.
Yeah. So I kind of talked about, starting off with a kit.
Yep.
And then it kind of developed. You guys made initially some really horrible beers.
We thought it was good. To our credit, we thought it was good.
Yeah. But eventually you guys developed your taste, your vibe.
Yes.
And then you got to a point where you guys were like, let's make this happen.
Yes, yeah, and that was really exciting because had we known this was an option as like a career path, we probably would have maybe taken some chemistry classes and gotten some actual real training instead of the backyard training we did. This whole product is a very much how involved the brewing community is. Like other breweries are not our competitors; they're our friends. We hang out, we go to their places. We're a product of getting a lot of help from them. Like we got help from Last Name Brewing, we got help from Hamilton's, we got help from King's Brewing. A lot of really good friends. I probably missed a couple, but it's been so cool, that whole part, because it's just a love for beer that makes this place, and we are excited for a new brewery to come in that we could help and give them some advice. So
cool.
We feel like the little brothers right now, but everybody's enjoying us, and that's all that matters right now.
That's awesome. But you guys are going to have Oktoberfest soon?
Yes. We are super excited. Our first year was just rough getting enough beer out on time.
Yeah.
This year we're actually ahead of things, and we'll be we just brewed our first fest beer. Was it yesterday? And we're excited to get it out in conjunction with our Oktoberfest party that we'll be throwing.
Very cool.
And we have a lot of cool ideas. We have a lot of events we'll be participating in as well in the coming months. We'll be in a Drunken Public, OC Boo Fair. And, and a couple of beer walks in different cities. So
very cool.
Yeah, so we're very excited. We're trying to do as much stuff as possible. We love doing them. We have a team member that helps us tremendously, so it's been awesome.
That's so cool. And then you're developing new beers?
Yes, we Fest beer is going to be one of the first new beers. We are just came out with another seltzer, but that one's kind of easy. But we are working on so we had to pull back some beers just because we only have so many taps. So we're excited to start bringing out more browns. We'll be redoing our brown ale, our Cat 3. We'll be redoing our stout. We'll probably do something exciting with that one. And then we're also adding a couple of more Germany style lagers. So I'm really excited for those, because believe it or not, those are winter beers. So yeah. So I'm super excited. I'm all about lagers, Pilsner. So
yeah. Well, we have 3 incredible beers in front of us.
Yes.
Let's go down the line.
Yeah. We'll start with the Hanma, which I think you got a little pre-shoot sample
was
of.
Really good.
So this one's nice, light, very light. Oh my God, it's so good. Mm-hmm. It's that perfect summer beer right now, poolside. We have it in cans because it's crushable, easy, nice. The rice isn't too strong. The Sriracha Ace brings a nice little tardiness, a little bit of pop at the back.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
What's the ABV?
It's only 5%.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is my favorite beer. This is actually a beer that I wanted to do immediately from the get-go. And Nick was kind of dragging his feet. No, I don't know. We already have something light. I'm like, no, it's a good style beer.
Yeah.
And then one of our beer tenders, actually the gentleman that's here right now, he was like, he brought some samples of, I think he brought Harlan's Japanese lager.
Yeah.
And Nick tried it. He's like, oh my God, this is amazing. We're gonna make it. I'm like, I was literally telling you to do that. So I mean, I'm just happy we're making it.
Yes.
But it's been a huge it took us some attempts to get the rice level right, because it got too sulfury, it got too ricey. So it's like I think we found the balance that we need.
No, that one's awesome.
Thank you.
So what do we got
This one
here?
is our hazy, our notice to comply.
Notice to comply. Okay, who comes up with the names?
So initially, they were all. This whole brewery was very much based on Nick's and Nick's other brother-in-law, who's another partner. They came from the restoration industry, so that's where the name Pro Five comes from as well. There were different procedures for different things. Procedure 1, 2, 3, 4, like fire, water, different kind of damage. Procedure 5 was the best one they can get.
Yeah.
They call it a Pro 5. It was a building that tested for asbestos because they had to pay to get it removed, especially, which costs more money. Take it out safely, and everything from start to finish they get paid for. So you always want a Pro 5. So that's where the name comes from.
So these names are kind of...
with that, in the restoration industry, a lot of the early beers, Nick really themed them after different construction terms. Public adjuster, notice to comply, the Cat 3, our brown ale that's not on tap right now, and then we're all just terms used in construction and various things like that. We kind of moved away with that. I think Nick had you try the 183.
Yeah.
That was one I got to name.
Yeah.
That was I've been doing the better names. The Hanma is also mine too, but it's based off of the El Martillo. So all our lagers are going to be like tools. So hammer. Hammer.
Yeah.
And then even our new Fest beer is going to be a Der Hammer because apparently hammer is just hammer in German. So it works out.
Of course. No,
But
that's awesome.
yes,
All right. So
this is another
ABV.
one that did take us, our hazy. The first kegs always look so awesome in our first batches of when we first started doing it. And then when you start getting to the middle batches, it starts clearing up and looks just like our West Coast.
Let's check it out.
Yeah. It's got a really good nose feel. Nice fruity smell.
Yes.
Nice smooth, like full texture on the mouthfeel.
Very smooth.
On the palate.
It's creamy.
Yes, it spreads out really well. A big part of that was learning the right malt. So the key for ours was unmalted white wheat.
Okay.
And that was a huge game changer for us on the haze stability. We had nothing but trouble with haze stability. We even adjusted the hop profiles that also encouraged more of haze.
Yeah.
So it was just a difficult one. Every time we thought we were good, first 2 kegs said we were perfect.
Yeah.
The third, fourth, no. But this is another one. We've been really working on the flavor profile. So this one's got your basic mosaic, Citra, but we also popped some Galaxy in here for a little bit more of New Zealandy, fruity kind of flavor profile. Give it a little kind of slight juice, but not too juicy.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Awesome.
And then,
so then what we got here?
This is our Public Adjuster.
Public Adjuster.
Yes. So this is our double IPA. We're stepping it up. It gets up to 8.5%.
Okay.
Not the craziest double IPA, but again, all our stuff, we want it to be approachable. It's like the training wheels if you wanted to start getting into doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Cool. Cheers. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So this one's really good. Again, basic Eldorado, Mosaic, Citra, and then it's got Nectaron.
All right, guys, so that's it for Pro Five Brewing out here in the city of Upland, California. So if you're out here, make sure to come down here and enjoy some good beers. Until next time, cheers to the journey.